wanted to go over addition and subtraction word problem. So let's look at number 1. It says that Addison drove 482 miles on her vacation in June and 354 miles on her trip in July. So it says, how many miles did Addison drive this summer? Well, I don't necessarily see any keywords. So we've talked about we either look for keywords that will help us, but we also really have to comprehend what the question is asking. That is the most important thing that we can do whenever we are solving a word problem. If we don't really understand what the question's asking, then we're not going to be able to answer it, right? So the question says, how many miles did Addison drive this summer? So she drove 482 in June and 354 in July. So those two numbers I have to combine. I have to find a total amount of miles that she drove in the summer over those 2 months. So I'm going to give you just a minute to add up those two numbers. All right, so I hope that you came up with 836 miles. She drove 836 miles over the summer. So we are answering the question that that it asked. All right, let's look at number 2. It's talking about a movie theater. It says the movie theater sold 902 tickets on Friday night and 687 tickets on Saturday morning. How many more tickets did they sell on Friday night? So I have to remember that there are some key words there that will help me understand what my equation needs to look like. Does anybody know what that key word is? It is how many more. How many more almost always means that we are going to subtract something. So we have to find the difference between the total number of tickets sold on Friday night and Saturday morning. So I have to subtract. So I'm going to give you just a minute to subtract 902 minus 687. And remember, you can't do 2 minus 7. If I have 2 tickets, I can't sell you 7, right? So I have to borrow from my neighbor. I have to regroup. And my neighbor doesn't have any, so I have to keep going all the way over to my hundreds place. Just a little tip to help you with that one. So if you came up with 215 tickets, you are correct. 215 tickets is the difference between what the movie theater sold on Friday night and Saturday morning. So the key thing is just to really understand what your question is asking, and then you'll be able to solve it.